So that's how us metal building guys do it. We just lay the insulation on the ground, hope it doesn't rain. Not a very good idea, is it? I didn't think so either, but where else should we put it? Let's build it. We do some dangerous work. These I-beams, I believe, are about 18 inches, 20 inches tall. One of them in the back is about 40 feet long, I believe. The other one's about 30. We've got to attach them together in the air. So my guys got this other bay up, working on this other bay anyway when we unload the installation. But man, it's hot. It's already 97 degrees and it's killing us. The guys are running slow. This ground is very unlevel. You can hear the lift just banging, and we drop more materials than we can haul around. So I guess I'm gonna get back on the skid steer and see if we can level this land out, or at least smooth it out some, so we won't be dropping our materials everywhere and breaking ankle with this hard clay. It feels like it's hard as concrete. I wanted to show you this part. I don't know if you can see it in the video real good, but right here, these two posts in the front, they're leaning over to the right. When we do the steel construction, we finger tighten everything, and we'll hook this whole frame together before we level it. Now, as we go, we'll level the walls, but then the roof has to be come back and cabled to pull it straight and square. You can see we got the cables right here in this wall. We've leveled it from front to back, and the same over here on this end wall, we've leveled it front to back. And we got a guy here in the back, he's putting the cables in the sidewalk, back sidewall, so we can level that right to left. And then we'll work to the front, squaring up our roof as we go. You can see the unlevelness a lot better here. See how this curves? Some of the very dangerous part of this job, because this is the most vulnerable part right now, is when the frame's up and it's not tightened. Good morning, guys. This is day 3 and we've arrived on site. It looks like we got some block delivered. We got it, most of it framed up yesterday. Still didn't get it tight though. Got it pretty much square. And we've started the back wall, just started. But today we're gonna go ahead and get this thing tightened up and try to get 2, maybe 3 walls up. Still a lot of framing on the inside for the interior walls. We're putting some PBR screw down panels on the interior wall, liner panels, and we've got the bag and sag insulation system for the roof. MBCI Double-Lok panels for the roof. And we also have 2 curbs for air conditioners. Not my favorite. So we run an angle right here on the top to catch the outside wall. And we run one on the inside up under to catch the inside liner panel wall. Alright, on the 6-foot door, when the 2 doors shut, you want the same all the way down at the bottom to the top. We put a level over here and got this side level. We get this side level. That keeps the leaves from in and out. And if you have one side level and the other side not, which in this case we try to put the edge of the door at the edge of the concrete, but in this case it wasn't level, so I had to bring this side off the concrete just a little bit to make the door leaves line up. That way when the door is shut, they're both square with each other, and the locking hardware on the inside will line up easier also. when the water runs out this right here, it's inside this trim and it's not gonna penetrate in a crack right here because I left the bottom on long. Then when I get here with my panel, I will run this behind there, and then on top I'll create a little cut right here above the bottom, not exactly as the bottom, but I'll cut it up high, 1/4 inch, and then slice it right here. This will go in behind, and then the panel will come on top. So if any water gets in the trim, it's in front. Any water gets in the trim, it's in front of my panel on the outside of the building. Now, as you can see, we got the same reveal on our door leaves to our header jamb and to our J-trim. So we put these straps in for the bag and sag system. Maybe that's not the proper name of this system, but I believe it is. We screw these to the bottom of the girts, to the purlins, and then we drop the 6 inches of faced insulation, and then we go over the top while we run the roof panels with 4-inch unfaced insulation, and that should equal out to about an R29. And this is also the finished ceiling in this building. We get no drop ceiling tiles or any sheetrock or anything. When you come in this store, this is what you'll see. And they paint all the steel that's exposed, they paint it white. All right, yesterday we worked on the straps for the bag and sag system, but today I got more guys, so we've got 2 guys over here running liner panels. We have PBR screw down metal inside this building. They have shelves for the store up to 6 foot, I believe it is. So they come and run from 6 foot to 10 foot with a run of sheetrock down the wall. So then you only see my panel for maybe 3 foot at the very top, and that's the finished product inside the store, just as the bag and sag insulation in the roof is finished. And then they paint that sheetrock to the color scheme that they have, and that gives it some character inside, and you don't see the bottom 6 foot because it's all covered up with shelves. We're also starting this end wall on the outside. It's insulated. On the inside, we already insulated the back side wall, so on the inside we don't put any more insulation. And this insulation is only a R10. If it was residential construction, you'd have a code on it, but here they just let commercial do whatever the heck they want. But back to the end wall, we're starting it. We're gonna put the panels up on the outside. Same thing here. We'll have liner panels that are white PBR screw panels, screw down panels on the inside. But we'd like to do the outside wall first. And on the other end of the building, I've got 3 more guys down here starting this end wall. Which my goal today is to get both end walls put up, and then we're gonna do more prep for the roof. This is the Double-Lok standing seam MBCI panel for the roof, and we have a eave strut. Well, I'm not sure of the correct name, but a Z looking angle that is a 16 gauge, I believe, that we screw to the top of the eave strut down the eave of the building. Then we come back and put eave trim on that with bugle tape that our closures will sit on, and I'll show you more of that later. And then we also have a rake angle, and we're going to start the roof at this end of the building, and we've got to run a rake angle, a sliding rake angle for the MBCI Double-Lok standing seam roof. A lot of prep work to be done before we can start that roof, but hopefully by tomorrow we'll be ready and can maybe get one bay installed before we go home tomorrow. So on the MBCI Double-Lok standing seam roof, we've got to make sure our roof is square. There's a string down the rake, and we pulled a string down the eave. We keep our eave consistent, and that will make our panels not staircase step. Keep them in line without running the string. Then we do the cross measurement of the 3, 4, 5 triangle on a 30, 40, 50 measurement to check it and see in this corner that it's square. This end, the rake end, is the rake end that we're going to start, and if we get this string correct, we put our rake angle on, attach our first panel to that rake angle all the way up and down, and that keeps us on, starts us off right. Then we have very little stretching of the panel each time. We just keep it on a 2-foot intervals, because each panel is 2 foot wide, and we keep 2 foot each panel, and we do our little bit of drawing up and stretching. This roof is so big that we're going to have 2 panels. I believe one's about 35 and the other one's about 42 feet, and it'll lap somewhere here in the middle. So we've got to keep the lap straight, and when we're coming this way, also lap it correctly.